to session. Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Senator Thompson Rader,
Present.
Senator Bernstetter, Senator Searpoy, Senator Coleman, Senator Fitzwater, Senator Koenig, Senator Rizzo, and Senator Roberts.
Seeing that we have a quorum, the meeting, sorry, you guys will have to forgive me. I've had a migraine since yesterday, and I am a little choppy today. The meeting on fiscal oversight is now in session. Okay, I move that we move into executive session. Do I have a second? We have a second. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, no. The ayes have it. We are now in executive session. I move that we bring SJR21 before the committee. Do I have a second? I have a second. The bill's before the committee. Do you have any discussion on the bill? Seeing none, I move that we vote SJR21 do pass. Do I have a second? We have a second. Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Senator Thompson Rader,
Aye.
Senator Bernstetter, Senator Searpoy, Senator Coleman, Senator Fitzwater, Senator Koenig, Senator Rizzo, and Senator Coleman. Oh my gosh, I did. Why aren't you on here? Senator Roberts. Sorry about that.
He's back.
You're not on my list. That's crazy. Okay, by 8-0.
By your vote of 8-0, you have moved. SJR21 do pass. I now move that we bring Senate Substitute Number 3 for Senate Committee Substitute for Senate Bill 131 before the committee. Do I have a second? I have a second. The bill's now before the committee. Do you have any discussion on the bill? Senator Searpoy?
Thank you, Chairman. Madam Chairman, sorry. I'm going to vote for this out of fiscal because I think it's going to pass anyway, but I don't know what we're doing. If a guy buys a gallon of milk for his kids, he pays taxes. He buys a gun, he doesn't. I don't understand how this works. I think I'm going to vote against it on the floor, but this just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So, thank you.
Thank you for that. Senator Coleman?
Thank you, Senator Thompson Rader. I just want to echo, I have never been opposed to a tax cut. I think that anywhere we can lessen the burden of taxpayers is a decision we should make. But this is the decision that we've gotten to before. Cutting taxes on grocery items is offensive to me. So I'm in favor of all tax cuts, but this is a little silly.
Anyone else? Seeing no other discussion, I move that we do pass Senate Substitute Number 3 for Senate Committee Substitute for Senate Bill 131. Do I have a second? I have a second. Any discussion? Further discussion? Seeing none, Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Senator Thompson Rader,
Aye.
Senator Bernstetter, Senator Searpoy, Senator Coleman, Senator Fitzwater, Senator Koenig, Senator Rizzo, and Senator Roberts.
By your vote of 6-2, you have moved Senate Substitute Number 3 for Senate Committee Substitute for Senate Bill 131 do pass. I now move that we bring Senate Substitute for Senate Committee Substitute. Oh, Senate Substitute for Senate Bill 143 before the committee. Do you have any discussion? Oh, thank you. We have a second. Do any discussion? Seeing none. 143. I move that we do pass Senate substitute for Senate Bill 143. Do I have a second? Have a second. Any discussion? Seeing none, Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Senator Thompson Raider,
Aye.
Senator Bernstetter, Senator Searpoy, Senator Coleman, Senator Fitzwater, Senator Koenig, Senator Rizzo, and Senator Roberts.
I said it, 62. No. 7-1.
By 7 to 1, you have now moved Senate substitute for Senate Bill 143. Do pass. I now move that we bring up Senate Bill 344 before the committee. Do I have a second? I have a second. Any discussion on the
Yep.
bill? Senator Koenig,
I have an amendment I would like to offer.
please pass that amendment out.
What
Go
this,
ahead and explain.
I move for its adoption. What this amendment does is in St. Louis County with the earnings tax, we have a problem where they have not been very diligent to give refunds to people that are owed refunds because they never step foot in the city of St. Louis and they're being taxed. It basically it just says that they are owed these refunds and the city shall do it. And it also creates some quarterly reports relating to the earnings tax. Does not apply to Kansas City.
Any discussion on the amendment? Proceed.
This was for folks who work in St. Louis City but live in the county. They're currently paying the earnings tax, and it would prevent them from having to pay that tax.
Well, no, like if they step foot in the city, they still have to pay it. It's what happened with COVID is people they were working in person. They started working online, and they never stepped foot then in the city, and then they asked for a refund, and the city wasn't giving them refunds.
Gotcha. Okay,
So-
so these are folks who aren't physically working in the
Correct.
city.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Madam Chairman? Can I say something? Senator, I think it's a good idea. I know Kansas City had headed down this road. I used to work, my office was downtown, but I many times worked in Texas or something else. And I kept my day planner, and that's what I used to verify I was out of town if they asked for documentation. And then, like you said, COVID hit, and they changed plans and went down another path. But then I know Shannon Cooper and those that talked to them, I think they've got a little fixed, but I don't think St. Louis has, so that's probably
Right.
a good path. Thank you.
Any other discussion? So we have an amendment, and it has been moved for its adoption. So all those in favor of the adoption of the amendment, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. You have adopted the amendment. We'll roll this amendment into a committee substitute. I now move that we adopt the committee substitute for Senate Bill 344. Do I have a second? I have a second. Any further discussion? Senator Coleman?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm sorry for talking so much this morning. I'm still a no, although I think that the amendment approves the bill. I'm concerned about parity between the two, but taxpayers need to have an option to be able to reject these taxes as frequently as possible. So I'll still be a no, having supported the amendment. Thanks.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor of adopting the committee substitute, say aye. All those opposed, no. The ayes have it. You have adopted the Senate committee substitute. I move that we do pass Senate committee substitute for Senate Bill 344. Do I have a second? Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor of Senate committee substitute for Senate Bill Oh, this is a roll call. I'm so sorry. Okay. We will now roll call the bill. Okay. Seeing no further discussion, Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Senator Thompson Raider,
Pass.
Senator Bernstetter, Senator Searpoint, Senator Coleman, Senator Fitzwater, Senator Koenig, Senator Rizzo, Senator Roberts, Senator Thompson Raider.
No. By your vote of 4-3, you have voted do pass Senate Committee Substitute for Senate Bill 344. Seeing no further business before the committee, I move that we adjourn. Do I have a second? Second.